What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel with your main girl, Mel. It's me. I'm in here. For today's video, I wanted to do something a little fun, a little different, and really just take you through my kind of updated hair routine. There's not many updates, at least to the products I've been using, but we can do a different method for styling my curls because I tried something different. The crowd went statistically wild when I debuted this hairstyle, so I thought I'd make a whole YouTube video showing you how I got to this point. So we're gonna be doing a different type of wash day today. I will take you into the wash. I probably should have done something about that. There's a lot of products in my shower that honestly need to be moved. Maybe we can go through that. And while I go through this video, I also wanted to go through some of the latest and greatest questions I've been getting on our latest uploads. So we'll answer some styling questions. We'll take you through my latest routine, something new, something funky. Stick around and listen to me out, because while I do look sick, I don't feel it, okay? We are feeling good. I'm actually feeling really good. There's new energy in the air. Oh, if I start getting into astrology, then all of you are going to think that I'm really witchy, but this is the season of the witch, and I am feeling wicked. I am seeing Wicked tonight, actually, the day this video goes live, which absolutely means so much to me as a theater kid. You don't understand. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it as we get through this video. Apologies if I don't actually get started doing the hair until, I don't know, for several minutes from here. And without further ado, let's get to it. So first up, I need to take a shower. I'll take you in there. A lot of commotion going on in here. Let's take a look, shall we? This is my current shower situation. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. So there is a lot going on here, and that doesn't mean that I use everything on my hair. There's actually a lot of body care in here, but my top hair care is definitely my Aveda picks. This is also kind of gross. This is in here because we just did Amanda's hair, so she did that as a treatment. I've got this Beyonce back here, which I don't use often. I should probably take it out of my shower, but it is here, and I do occasionally reach for it because it does smell delicious. It smells sacred. And then I do have an Eva and my Sea Therapy Sessions hair mask. So like, what else is new? Not much. A lot of repeats, a lot of old time essentials. But I guess I'll take you through all of that while I wash my hairs. They kind of look cute right now. Fuck. Damn it. I actually rinsed for at least 2 to 3 minutes. Like, you really want to soak your hair before you shampoo. Get out all that extra product in there, get right up to it, and just let it drip. Where should we begin? I think I'll color this week because my roots are appearing. Should I put my color on right now? As you can see, and I'm trying to time out my color appointments with the holidays, this did not have to happen right now. I am a little unhinged. That being said, I'm going to clarify, and this is one I'm trying to finish. It's the living proof, and it's got this charcoal in it. It's a bit of a mess. Makes a bit of a mess. It's dork, but the dork helps to absorb. This one's different. It has like these magnetic polymers that they say clings to the buildup in your hair, and it's a really gentle clarifying shampoo. It's really, really not. It doesn't leave your hair feeling super dry. Add it to the empties pile. Yes! Okay, that worked out. SD card is almost full. I'm gonna go on with one more shampoo here. This is also one of my favorites. It's the Scalp Solutions Balancing Shampoo from Aveda for scalp care. I love this stuff so much. Is it bothering you that I kept my ring on? Listen, this is a workout. I need every movement to count. Okay. No, I have not been meeting my goals. And yes, that means that I'm really scared of what the consequences are going to be on me long term. For anyone who doesn't have an aura, don't look at my pits. For anyone who doesn't have an aura ring and doesn't know what the frick I'm talking about, it's like an Apple Watch on your finger, and it tells you how lazy you are basically and how well you slept. And it also tells me my cardiovascular age, and I'm trying to keep it young and healthy. There's soap in my eye. Oh yeah, because I emptied. Shit, this is a new one. Should I condition with? I'll do be curly. Okay, while that sits, we can quickly get into the skincare I've been using in here. I've got a Paula's Choice facial cleanser, This is the Perfectly Balanced Foaming Cleanser. This one is good. It helps to break down my sunscreen, which is all I'm wearing right now, but also oil and makeup. And then when I need something a little stronger, I have no word of a lie been using this same bottle of the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. It's their, hold on, let me show you. It's a powder that you mix with a little water, like Salt Bay would. Becomes a foam, a little grainy, and it helps to exfoliate. I've got skin like a baby's bottom after I've done this, okay? It's that physical exfoliant that sometimes you need every once in a while. My skin can take a little bit of a scrub. Now we'll rinse the hair. Oh, like butter. Meow. The body care, which I mentioned I have like, okay, we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3. This bad boy's key. We've got 4, 5, and can I get a 6? Yes, miss. You see, they're all so different. I choose the one based on the vibes that I'm feeling, and right now, this is honestly one of my most go-tos for the evening time since I am an evening shower girl and I'm also in my Alphaba era. We're gonna go in with this Tatcha. This one's actually almost done. I'm really sad. It's the Forest Awakening Hinoki Body Wash, and it just smells like a luxurious spa with a waterfall in the rainforest. All at once. Notice the body comes after I've rinsed the hair. And I would clip up my hair. I just forgot the clip out there. So I'm going to now actually finish this shower and we'll meet you back for styling and some question and answer. Now, when I started filming this video, I decided I'm gonna be showing up authentically 100% as me, which means I am not going to put on makeup for the rest of this video because it is nighttime. Honestly, I've been sitting in this clip for over an hour. I had dinner, had a crash out, had a little dessert. Now I'm having my tea, and honestly, I'm kind of ready for bed. But we are going to continue styling. And also, peppermint after dinner, by the way. In all of that time, I got a package at the door, and I thought, what is this really cute pink and green packaging? And Aveda sent me over some Popular favorites. Very Glinda and Elphaba, very cutesy, very fitting. I was actually going to be using some Aveda products in today's routine, as I already did with the shower. But like I said, this is my updated routine, what I'm currently using. So let's get into that, and then we'll continue yapping. Yeah. This is like a roots on display hairstyle. I should have done my color. Why didn't I put my color on? Should I do my color right now? Should I put my color on right now? I'm gonna call Amanda. She's either gonna reassure me or she's gonna yell at me. If she answers. Hello. Hey, wow, answer on the first ring. Do you love me or something?
I had my phone in my hand.
Because you're concerned.
Yes.
You've been waiting for me to call you crying, basically. Well, no tears, but the crash out is on the way. Well, I'm looking at my roots and my roots need to be colored. So do I quickly slap on my roots? But they're really bad.
They're not even that bad, most of them.
They're really bad to me.
You can't even notice them. You do such a good job with the blend.
And this is a full demarcation line. This is not a blended style. This is roots that need to be maintained. This is a base lift.
Your hair is wet?
Yeah, I already showered.
So you just slap color on top of it?
Yeah, it's clean.
Does it take time?
No, I could put on my express color.
Okay, fine. Make it part of the video.
Okay.
Are you recording me?
Yeah, we're still recording. It's been decided. That's how we decide things around here in these streets and these parts. Because this part, I can't do it. I can't do it. I like subconsciously set myself up for color because we just clarified. And now the way that my hair has just been like lightly drying, like it's perfect. This is actually exactly how I put my color on. Clean hair. It can even be slightly damp, or more often than not, I will quickly take my wide tooth comb attachment on my Dyson and just do a quick blowout because it'll also comb the hair and make sure there's no tangles while gently drying it. Again, not 100%, just enough. Mix it up a bit different this time, so let's hope it comes out the same. I want to be so real with you, okay? Just because I can do this doesn't mean that you should. Because honestly, I can't really do this. I don't know what the back of my head looks like right now. I am currently living on a prayer. I could have waited another week or two. Something was on my spirit. It was on my heart that I wanted to touch up my roots this weekend. It's not even the full moon. Actually, the full moon was the other day. This did not have to happen right now. I am a little unhinged. Just gonna finish applying Oh God, my eyes are burning. I do want to give my ends a little bit of a gloss, which does inspire me. A lot of people are asking me about hair glosses lately. And what I'll tell you is those hair glosses that you get at the drugstore, I think Garnier has one, L'Oreal has one. Those like quick flash treatments that you put on your hair for like, what is it, a minute, 60 seconds, and then rinse off. Those are different from a gloss that you would get in the salon that is done with color. People ask me, do they work for curly hair? And absolutely they do. All these products are doing is helping to seal the cuticle and give it that extra coating that's just going to give it a beautiful shiny effect. Results will absolutely vary. It can just kind of seem like a quick fix. It doesn't really internally affect the hair. It can make the hair just superficially feel a little bit better, but if the hair is really, really dull and dehydrated, then what it's really needing is a proper detox, because it could just be from buildup, and then on top of that, a really deep conditioner, maybe with a little steam treatment as well. And then you can always finish with one of those hair glosses. But yeah, that's different from a color gloss, which is what we're gonna put on. Just marry everything together. This is the closest I am to marriage right now, and I love that for me. So this is mostly clear with a little bit of 9 and a little bit of 997, just to give it a little color. I want to get this on as fast as possible too. If you ask me if I wish I had someone that could do this for me, like a stylist that I was buddy-buddy with, that I trusted, maybe, but then would they do this for me at nearly 9 p.m. on a Wednesday? You know? Probably not. I mean, I strive to find a love that would do that for me. But until then, I'm gonna do it for myself. This is probably going to cool, I'm adding natural to my hair, which natural is slightly ash. It's probably going to take away a little bit of the warmth that's in my hair, which I'm okay with, because as it becomes so pale, now that the winter is here, don't want it to be too golden and look brassy. Those will kind of ground the color a little bit, make it a little more earthy, natural, but still bright. I will now officially be back when we're ready to style. Well, I feel about 1,000,000 times better. You don't have to get it. The only thing is, I do have to be completely transparent with you. I also trimmed my hair. It just doesn't feel right to do a color and not a cut. And it was a very minimal, just a bit off the back kind of trim. And now we can begin. Okay, well, how long has it taken to actually start styling? Right. Now finally, let's get into the styling routine. Because we are officially entering into that winter season, I'm feeling inspired by smaller styles. One, because the less volume I have in the hair, well, some people struggle to get volume when there's less moisture in the air, so why not embrace that? But also, the less volume you have in the hair, the more moisturized the curls will stay. And when the air is so dry, while the winter can have such drying effects on the hair, that is ideal. So we're going for more definition with stronger curl clumps that really stay together and hold their moisture for a lot longer, all while the style is a little bit more condensed, a little more hat friendly, and just a different look. This is what works for me. I've also done this type of look on Amanda. It'll definitely work for wavier textures. I won't say that it'll work for coily hair, because I mean, you have to put in a lot more work in order to get a flat style. You're not gonna be able to style your natural curls for that. There are certainly other methods of styling that you can do to achieve this look, but it definitely works for curls like mine and looser. So we will start by using a nice hydrating leave-in conditioner. The last time I did this style, I used this Eva NYC one from their H2O collection. Today I'm going to use Aveda. You will use whatever leave-in conditioner perhaps you already have, and that is going to suit your hair's needs. If your hair is on the drier side, a spray may not give you the moisture that you need, and I would use more of a cream. So I've prepped the hair with the leave-in conditioner. I've parted it down the middle. Mine is slightly off center because this is where the hair naturally wanted to part. Whom am I to force the hair to do what it does not want to do? Anytime you force the hair to do what's not natural, you are going to struggle. So now I am taking the bangs out, okay? And we're going to style all the bulk of the hair. So I will take sections. This is the gel that I use. It's the Aveda Be Curly Coil Definer Gel. It's got such a nice strong hold and gives me amazing shine. And I'm also almost finished this jar. It is one of my most used products from this year. If you've been watching my videos all year, then you've already seen me use this. So what I really like is that I can use the products that I've been using all year, but also create a completely new result on my hair. So this will be fun for you to just get some ideas, hopefully, for a different routine, a little change up. That was kind of generous what I took. So I'll start to add some to my bangs. And now I am going to take the bounce curl brush, and that's just going to help define the curls to create even clumps. But I'm going to be brushing down, okay? We're not going for a mega volume effect. So really, I'm going to go from underneath and smooth it down. Give a little... And notice we're brushing through the gel, okay? This is going to give me a lot more control. If you do have a more unruly curl or a coarser texture, this is the method I would recommend. You do want to brush through that gel. I recently posted about that in my YouTube shorts. I also posted an updated, just quick little styling tip using this brush. And I saw a comment I kind of just wanted to address because someone essentially made a comment saying, I wish that these tips applied to coily hair. We'll play the video in question. This is actually the quickest tip that you can implement into your curly hair routine for exponentially better results. Because you're doing this, right? You're taking a section and you're just brushing. You can't just brush. So what we're going to do is actually take a clean section. And we don't want this section to be too big, okay? If the section is too thick, then the brush is not actually going to be able to penetrate and clump and separate the curls how you want them to be. So you want to take a thin enough section. Then we're going to get in right at the root. And then you want your brushing to go in one direction. You don't want to go in and then do this, like you're going to ruin all of that progress. So you go in at the root and go all the way through, all the way in one direction, and then you will get all of that gorgeous curl separation. Nearly all the tips I mentioned in that video apply to all hair textures. You want to take clean sections for clean styling results. You want to adjust the thickness of your section based on how big your curl diameter is. The only thing is, I was using this bounce curl brush when you can use different brushes, and you should probably use a different brush depending on your hair type. So for curls, 3 type curls and 4 type curls, I do like the bounce curl brush. But if you have wavier hair, you can absolutely use the bounce curl brush as well. Or you can also use a thicker paddle brush or a thicker paddle brush with more tension. That will also work well to create bigger chunks. The reality is you never really know if a technique is going to work for you until you try it on your hair. I always just try to do my best to share when I think it can work for your hair based on my professional experience. But keep in mind, I am also learning things as we go, and some techniques, specifically this one, I have learned on my own hair through trial and error. So after I have smoothed through all this hair, I am going to give a light scrunch. Even though I am going for a smaller volume technique, if I don't give this hair a little scrunch because I've already applied the gel, which is so controlling, my hair, being a very fine texture, will take on a whole new shape and look like a barely wave. I did a wet look once and didn't do any scrunching, just left it pinned down to be really contained, and the jump scare at the back of my head. So now I give it a scrunch. So you'll notice I'm not pulling this hair all the way up like I usually do when I want tons of volume, but I'm also not completely brushing down straight like so. I'm using the brush coming from underneath the section, just going out from my head very gently like that. So it's contained, there's still movement, but it's not too flat. I don't want it stuck to my head. I still want a little bit of definition up here. When I do these techniques, I do get comments like, oh my God, your hair is so different from what it used to be. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, first of all, I styled it completely differently to create a completely new look. Because when you compare my hair, how I usually style it, it's not that different. But yes, there are still differences in my hair. And I've talked about this in other videos. Our hair changes as we age. There are just life factors that can determine these things. We may go through life events that kind of impact these things, and it's not a bad thing. Okay, this section here, I wanted to go all the way back for a little extra volume up here. So you can see how the top is laying. Now on to the bangs, because this is the fun part. I have saturated the hair nicely in gel, and I'm going to comb that triangle section that I have left out all the way forward. And after brushing through the section really taut, I'm gonna give it a little bounce back to start to see where the hair is kind of separating and where the curls want to shape up. I can also push at the root a little bit just to help encourage that natural curl pattern to show up the way it's going to show up. Because again, we don't want to fight it. We want to work with the hair to do this. And then I'm going to very strategically pin that hair to help it stay in place. So I'm really wanting to follow the grooves while trying to think of where I want the wave to come in and out. So for example, I might see right at my hairline here, I might want it to go a little bit out. Actually, I really can't see anything. I am looking at you, me. I am looking at myself through a very tiny screen. But I know that I want this hair to kind of kick back right around my eye. So I'm going to gently grab the hair and a pin and pin that. And I can go as far down in this section as I want. If I want another kickback curl at the cheekbone, I can totally do that. And I'll kind of push it all the way to my sideburn where my ear is, kind of pin all of this hair to my scalp hair there. So it's contained against my head. And that's about it. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Now, if you've got a hooded dryer, sick. I don't. I'm just going to hover diffuse for the most part. Do a little scrunching on the end because I'm okay with the ends being nice and perky. I'm not really trying to elongate the style. I'm just not going to be flipping upside down and doing somersaults, diffusing, because that would give me a lot of extra volume when this is more of a defined look. But you already knew that. It's finally time to go to bed. This is how we are going to complete the style, because honestly, this is a hairstyle that requires a lot of sacrifice, a lot of patience, and a lot of trusting of the process. While it may look questionable right now, you have to have faith in knowing that it will look so much better in the morning. Just trust me. Oh, right. I did say we had to trust the process. Getting ready for this full look. I've been using this tinted peel off lip liner tattoo. You gotta lay it on kind of heavy. Should I dip into this diva? Oh, this is the Danessa Myrix Lightwork Volume VI. God, is that 5? Oh God, don't. Never mind. Before I embarrass myself. Which has a green shift. Oh, mama. Oh my God, that is so wicked. It's literally pink and green shift. Oh, honey. Oh my God, it's incredible. It is time. I have officially marinated, and now this thing's a mess, but we are officially ready to reveal this hair. You can see it's quite crisp. Now, to aid in fluffing this out, so this is completely optional, but preferred, especially since the curl did flatten a little bit, I am going to use my steamer and just bring some life back into this hair. Not too much, just a tiny touch. And really, depending on the level of softness that you want, you just keep on touching it. I'm just taking out these clips, do so very gently. And you can, but you don't have to, take a little bit of a hair oil. This is from Davines. It's their oil. It's everything I want in an oil. In a serum, because it is oily, it's serumy, it's silicone-y. It also smells absolutely divine, Davines, divine. Okay, and that is pretty much it. The bob is bobbin'. I feel like this hairstyle, with how contained it is, it looks a little sharper. It's giving more bob as opposed to bowl when I have my volume out. And most importantly, like I mentioned, this is going to hold on to its moisture exponentially times better. Like, it is going to stay moisturized. It may never get dry. Although if it does start to get a little dry, steam, oil, repeat. But otherwise, this should absolutely last me. The last time I did this, I went for 5 or 6 days. And I used almost this exact same routine, minus the fresh color, but this was the gel that I had used, which I think was kind of the hero here. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you like this. I will have all of the details of my updated routine in the description box below. However, if you're planning on buying any of these things, I would wait maybe just like a couple days to a week because it's gonna be Black Friday. There's gonna be a huge Cyber Week, lots of sales. Be on the lookout for that to revamp your hair routine. And let this be your sign to try something different. Although if I am back to my volume in next week's video, then don't be shocked. I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. I love ya! Peace! Hey everybody. I thought, let's try completely new technology. This is a very old camera that we used to use. So let's see if you hate it. You agree?
Yeah.
You agree? Are you reassuring my actions?
Yep.
That's all the approval I needed. I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go. I got things to do.
Good
Alright,
luck.
stop bothering me. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh my god. Like, does your sister ever know how to shut up on the phone? No. Facial tracking. Facial tracking? Anybody? Facial tracking, anybody? Oh, no. Now you just, okay. Over here. Over here. Yeah, thank you. Do I look scary? I'm not wearing any makeup. Just a little lip stainage. Yeah. This is that time of year when you check in on your olive toned friends, okay? Is the face tracking gonna be distracting? I think it's... Eyes up here, nasty. Eyes up here. Amanda texted me saying, how you do? As in, have you started filming? She knows. She knows me. How you do? That's kind of a loaded question. It's like, do you want the real answer? Or do you want the fake niceties, the salutations? And I wish that we, as a society, always answered that question honestly. If I'm asking how are you, tell me. That way I know how to approach the situation. If you're in freaking shambles, then I will... I'm kidding. I will console. I'll console. Listen. And then we need to talk about I want to say a word that YouTube will punish me for. The Amanda, bleep this out. The absolute disgusting piece of that happened with last week's upload. If you have no idea. No, okay, I should wash. Oh, I'm just here to yap. Oh, I'm so bad at doing multiple things at the same time. So I have to make note. Come back to that. Come back to addressing last week's bullshittery. Oh. And I texted that to Amanda. She's gonna be like, never mind, that wasn't for you. Why is it raining? At least it's not snowing. Popcorn for dinner. Oh, are we gonna have a late lunch? Yeah, mommy's making salmon. Salmon!